Welcome back, everyone. If you are just now tuning into me for the first time, my name's Angie. I am a soul alignment mentor, which simply means that I help people realign with their highest self, their consciousness, their intuition, and reprogram the ego mind in order to understand yourself as more of a spiritual being than just a human. And so I wanted to share a little bit today about some intuitive insights I've been getting recently um, about our emotions and our human comprehension of how we work in this world. And I was thinking before I got on, if I could title this as something, I would call it "Are you constipated?" And when I say that, I talk about emotions. Are you holding things in your body, in your energy that are clogging you up and causing you to struggle in everyday life? Whether that's showing up in your family life, at work, or just simply feeling kind of in a fog, maybe struggling with having negative beliefs or not really feeling positive throughout your day. And the reason I share this is just simply because as I've been doing healing work for over 20 years, I have come to understand that a lot of us hold many emotions in our body that then begin to manifest outwardly and cause us to struggle with relationships, with focus, with limiting beliefs, with being able to show up as our best self in all settings. The more we allow ourselves to feel things or get to know our own emotions and release them, the easier it is for us to feel free in all settings, whether that's the relationship in your family or a partner or at your job, working with coworkers or with someone that you might struggle with. And so I wanted to bring this to light to some people because it can be a hard thing to understand what might be causing us to feel a certain way. And it could simply be because you haven't allowed yourself to understand what emotions you are holding in your body. And so, if that is something that you struggle with, I am gifted in being able to help people see into their own energy. So, if you would like to set up a personal reading with me to go deeper into that to understand what might be causing you to feel off in your life or struggle, I would be happy to help with that. You just go to my website, angieharris.org, and I can help with that. And so I wanted to provide a reading today, and it looks like Melissa from Eugene, Oregon is on. Melissa, are you there?
I am.
How are you today?
I'm okay. How are you?
Oh, me too. I'm okay too. um, so you were calling in to get a reading. Is there something specific that you were wanting to tune in for or for me to ask spirit about, or is there just a general reading?
um, yeah, I have like a bunch of questions, but I'm all over the place right now. I'm feeling kind of stuck with work, and I try to tune into my guides all the time, but I'm not hearing anything clear, and I just am. Um, I've been a little overwhelmed the past few months, so
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So the way that I do readings is sometimes I'm already getting some messages for you, Melissa, but I'm going to pull a card. I pull some oracle cards just to see what else spirit might want to say. But right off the bat, as I'm hearing you talk, I'm I'm hearing that you are going through a transition and that there might be a possibility that you're feeling frustrated with where you are and wishing to see things move forward in a different way. Like maybe you're feeling as if um is it possible that you have been or had gone through some kind of a spiritual awakening, Melissa? Like maybe you've kind of began to change the way you see yourself in the world in some way. Does that make
Yeah, yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, and I get frustrated that I can't hear myself, like I can't hear them, like, so
Yes.
yeah. Or my
Okay.
dad, like, yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah. So one of the things that I I'm hearing in my spirit to tell you is sometimes I don't know if you heard what I was talking about prior to getting on the call with you, but I was talking about our emotions and feelings getting stuck in our energy field and how they can cause us to feel flooded or blocked in some way. And I sense this for you. I sense that maybe you have been trying really hard to move forward. And sometimes when we get in our ego and we focus on what we don't have, we forget that we can lean on and just relax into what should be. And I'm actually hearing your guides come through right now, and they're saying that sometimes you one okay, they're saying two things. One, you are going through a transition in your energy. I don't know if you've done much healing work to kind of pull out some of the things that you've been through in your life, like past traumas or emotions or things that you've been through. But I'm hearing that you are going through a transition of healing your beliefs about yourself, and sometimes that is hard. And in order for us to grow and heal, sometimes our guides will kind of shift their energy a little bit and allow us to go through kind of it may feel kind of dense and heavy sometimes, because if we don't feel that dense heaviness, then we don't know what to work on in our own energy. And so they're giving you an opportunity to go more inward and maybe do some more shadow work, is what I'm hearing. And that there has been a little bit more of a need to open up, um, to kind of be bring some more gratitude in towards yourself and where you are, because I'm hearing that you've come a long ways, that you've already done a lot of work on yourself, and that you have been focusing on healing and growing. But this next level is going to require more of you, and it's going to require more of your energy. And so for you to open up and receive what is next for you, there's another layer in which you have to release kind of the heavy beliefs or limiting mindsets that you might unconsciously be holding on to in order to ascend into a new, what I would call a frequency. So our guides, I'm hearing that you understand some of this language, so I'm just going to speak this out like you do. But our guides are at a different frequency level than us, and our spirit, those that have passed and transition in spirit, they're at a different frequency than we are here on earth. And so in order to connect with them, we have to raise our vibration to connect and hear them. But what's interesting is our guides know when it's time for us to shift in our energy and grow and heal into a higher frequency, and they will pull back their energy a little bit. And it can feel frustrating to us because we think we're doing something wrong, but really it's them pulling back, and they're trying to teach us what is keeping us from moving to that next higher frequency. So your guys are kind of working with you a little bit and trying to help you become, I'm hearing, more intuitive and more connected with your higher self to hear your spirit team on a more conscious level. Like, I think that a lot of messages that you've received have been really connected to your own life, but it might be possible your spirit team is enhancing your frequency to help you be able to hear more for other people also. Does any of this make sense or align with what you're feeling?
I've been trying not to laugh because it's like I'm like, what? Yeah, no. And I ask them all the time. I'm like, can you just like speak up? Like, can you just like talk to me in my dreams, like something, or like, and I hear, but then I'm like, that's just me. And then I hear, no, it's not. And I'm like, yes, it is. And I'll argue. And then they're like, okay, fine. And then I know that they back away because I'm arguing and because I have such self doubt. And like the past few months have been like really, really dark for me. And so, and I get like, I know, right? I already know that that's what they're doing to me. But I also am like, do you have to do it like that extreme? Like, I can't, like, don't push me over the edge here, you know?
Yeah,
So,
it's difficult. I understand. So I'm being told to tell you about so I'm an author of two books, and my first book is called Leaf Lessons. And I'll just share a little bit, but the reason it's called Leaf Lessons is because back like over 20 years ago in 2004, I had a vision of a leaf. And my spirit team taught me a lesson with this leaf. And they said when the leaf releases its struggle when it's like in a river, the river can carry it where it's meant to go. But when it gets stuck behind a rock, it begins to fight against a rock and try to control its life and try to fix things. And that's where it gets stuck. And so I'm hearing your guides say if you relax a little bit more and start trusting that, that when you start to argue with them, like your ego is like wanting to be like, and it might be possible they're telling you messages that you don't want to hear. um, if you relax a little bit more, I feel like they're going to carry you through this a little bit more easily. I'm also hearing, I just heard them say, work on your root chakra, on grounding a little bit more, because as you shift, as you work through this energy, what's interesting is when we raise our frequency and we step into a more connected ability to hear from our guides, we've actually got to work more on grounding ourselves, because that energy can make us feel a little floaty when we're not connected. And so those are two things I didn't hear them want to say, but you're actually on the right track. I think you're just really frustrated right now because the last 2 months have there's been an energetic shift where the universe is attempting to take people into the next level, but it requires feeling this hardness for a while, because if you don't do it now, it's going to happen later. But I'm also hearing that you want to leave your job and just trust that it will happen when it's supposed to.
Well, that's freaking me out bad because like I clean and I have been losing clients, and they were clients I didn't like anyways, but it's like the money thing it's terrifying because then I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I love doing energy healing, like I do Reiki and I do this thing called the emotion code and the body code and stuff like that. I'm not certified in that, but I do have my Reiki level 1. And I am really intuitive, but the thing is like I need like a job. Is that like I'm 45 now and I don't have like retirement or anything like that, so I'm just, that is really worrisome right now.
Right. And if I had more time, I have about 30 seconds left with you, but you're always welcome to reach out to do more of an individual session with me. But just know that you're in the right place. Just keep trusting. I think your guides are guiding you, and I really sense more of a grounding and trusting energy, but I understand your struggles. I think we all have those, but I will be sending you lots of positive prayers. And like I said, you're welcome to reach out if you would like more support with that. So
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you all for tuning in today. And I hope that you all have a beautiful rest of your day.